6 hours, 5 towns, one very unexpected roadside attraction.
Let's hit the road.
Today is day one of our Queensland Outback Adventure. We're leaving Brisbane behind and heading all the way to St George, the first stop on our week-long journey through southwest Queensland. We've never explored this part of Queensland properly before, so we're excited to see how the landscape changes the further west we go.
We've got just under 500 kilometres to cover today. Nothing too complicated, but when you're towing the Opus, we like to break the day up with regular stops, check the rig, stretch the legs, and make sure everything's travelling well. One thing that made this trip a little different was the fuel situation. We were travelling during all the talk about the fuel shortages and the rising diesel prices across Queensland. So before we left, I'd spent a bit more time than usual looking at fuel stops and backup options.
And then there was the price. Every time we saw a diesel price board, I think both of us winced a little.
The Prado and the Opus were travelling really well though, so at this point we were just going to enjoy finally being on the road.
One of my favourite things about road trips is watching the scenery slowly change. The hills around Toowoomba started giving way to huge farming properties and everything felt a little more open with every kilometre.
You can drive for ages through sorghum, grain and cattle before you even realise how far you've come.
We made a quick stop in Cecil Plains. It's a small town, but those are often my favourite places to stop on a road trip.
For me it's usually a chance to do the important jobs. Quick walk around the rig, check the power system, make sure nothing's worked itself loose, and then we're good to keep moving.
Meanwhile, I'm usually looking for coffee, snacks, or a local bakery.
Hi, we're at Cecil Plains. We're on our way to St George. It's about 180 kilometres I think from Brisbane so far. Managed to find some diesel, we're all good. There's a general store across the street, so we're going to give it a try, see what they've got. Somewhere after Cecil Plains, it really started to feel like we were heading west. The roads got straighter, the towns got smaller, and there was a whole lot more space between everything.
This was probably the moment where it started to feel like an outback adventure instead of just a long drive. The skies seemed bigger, the roads stretched forever, and everything felt quiet.
We made a couple more quick stops to check the fridge, stretch our legs and make sure everything in the camper was still behaving itself. That's one thing we've learned on longer trips. A 2-minute check now can save a much bigger problem later.
It also gave us an excuse to soak up some of these little outback towns that we'd normally just drive straight through. By late afternoon, we finally rolled into St. George. Everything was still surprisingly green, which wasn't quite what I'd imagined when I thought about Outback Queensland.
We got set up, grabbed a cold drink, and officially called it day one done.
One thing we didn't expect was just how beautiful the river was. The light at sunset was incredible.
And after nearly 500 kilometres on the road, walking by the water felt pretty good.
Tomorrow we're heading even further west to Charlotte Plain.
And that's where the trip starts getting a little bit more remote.
Thanks for joining us on day one.
We'll see you on the road tomorrow.